What is good, my fellow virgins? It is Max Ketchum here, and I have decided I'm going to upload the footage of my Fire Emblem 6 Iron Man. I just made a tier list for this game based on this run, specifically based on the Iron Man format. If you want to watch that, go ahead and check it out. But you may notice that I'm starting the game in Chapter 3. That's because I didn't even think to start recording this until now. So, unfortunately, Chapters 1 and 2 are not available for your viewing pleasure, but I assure you, you didn't really miss anything exciting. I guess to briefly recap what happened in those chapters. In Chapter 1, I would use Marcus to take the enemy fighters one at a time, leave them on a couple HP, and then pick them off with Lance, Alan, and Roy, who I decided would be my core trainee units for the beginning of the game. I think, it's also very common for a playthrough of this game, right? Like, Walt and Boars are not very good, so you're not trying to put any time into them. But basically, I'm going to show you guys this playthrough on 2x speed. If you notice any stops in the gameplay, it's because I'm like in another window checking something, or like somebody walked into my room or something. It's not going to be perfectly edited by any means. I'm just going to kind of breeze through everything. And like, if I do pause in my recording for a long time, I'll just use the skip function on Windows Media Player to get us through that. But anyway, sorry, I'm trying to see if I can get rid of this top bar somehow, but I don't think I can. Whatever, we're just gonna deal with it. Anyway, yeah, in this video I do chapter 3 and 4 if I'm not mistaken. And yeah. So let's talk about the run. So this is chapter 3. I'm sending Marcus on a solo mission to the north to recruit Lou, the first mage of the game. And then I'm sending my main army through the main corridors here. So Marcus just kind of easily handles everybody. We're not using wards, so we're going to send him to the village. And now I have my cavaliers weakening / killing off these soldiers. So my Lance is the one that's getting the good level ups right now. My Alan is yet to gain strength, but he's gaining a lot of speed. It's a theme that we'll see continue throughout this Iron Man. My Alan is randomly the fast one, and Lance just kind of has everything. Then we've got Diek and Thani. They're going to be supporting each other as well, so keep them close. Want to get Thani as many levels as possible here so we can promote her right off rip when we get that first Elysian Whip, chapter 8. So pretty good level for Diek, getting strength. What more can you ask for? Set up a kill for Thani. And then I'm just deciding who I want to feed these soldiers to and in what order. Give it to Lance, another really good level. He's kind of lacking in speed, but gaining a lot of strength. It's like the roles were reversed in this run. Then we have Roy sticking close by for the support triangle. That is of the utmost importance in the run. I don't want Roy dying, and also the Cavaliers are like my best offensive units. So I think I tried giving Lot some kills. I think he got one good level to start things off in chapter 2, and I was like, oh shit, is this the Lot run? And it unfortunately does not end up being the Lot run. I drop him quite quickly, but we're gonna rescue Lou. Get our shitters. Walt, Boars, and Merlin is just kind of hanging out, doing their thing. And we got this storm of Cavalier reinforcements coming our way, so my goal now is to get my army fully healed and in position to deal with all 4 of them at the same time. There's also that knight just kind of waiting there. This is also fun for me to watch this run back. I had so much fun doing it. I probably should have mentioned that in the intro, but oh my god. This is the first time I ever Iron Man a Fire Emblem game, and maybe like the, I don't know, 12th run I've ever done of Fire Emblem 6. That's probably selling it short. It might be closer to 15 or 20. I've played this game a lot. I don't always finish every file. It's definitely more fun on the journey than the destination in this game, so, or in a lot of games for me at least. I'm not the type to always finish games. I will very frequently start and just play like, I don't know, 50 to 90% of the way through and neglect to finish the game. But man, I had a blast doing this. So right now we have Lance and Alan plugging that 2 square choke point. We're gonna have Diek finish off the knight with the Armor Slayer, and should just be EXP Central right now. Just checking everyone's ranges and stats and stuff. This is when I'm still kind of open to giving Lot some kills, and I'm really debating whether or not I want to do it. Moving Roy in for the support, moving Marcus in as a backup. We're going to drop Lou there so he can start getting in the fight and seeing if he can get some levels. We're going to do boss abuse strat on this boss to give Lou some chances to gain some stats. Yeah, I'm healing a lot. Oh, decent level for Ellen. Magic is not bad for sure. And yeah, just chipping away at these calves. I think Ellen is just fine to take 2 hits. Law actually doubles this guy because he weighs himself down with the javelin so much. And then, yeah, getting our guys in position. Obviously, none of these plays are going to be perfect. Like, I'm going to mess up a good bit in these chapters, just like in terms of optimization. But I think, you know, the machine I have here is pretty much fine. Like, the goal is to get our guys some kills, and we get strength on Thany's first level and speed. Really, really good level. I mean, with a 30% growth and such a low base, you really get excited every time you see strength on that unit. So, that's a great start. And we also didn't manage to get her any kills in Chapter 2. That's another notable thing about my Chapter 2, is that I kind of just for safety's sake didn't really prioritize giving her kills. And as I mentioned before, it is a huge priority of mine to get this unit promoted immediately so she can do work in the Western Isles. So yeah, kind of tough that we didn't get her off the ground, but there's still, you know, plenty of chapters left until the point that I'm actually going to get to use that whip. Another round of cav reinforcements. Getting the wall set up, getting the support formation as well. I think, oh yeah, Alan and Ward support, and Lance and Lot support. So I have, I'm trying to like conserve the amount of support points that I build each chapter. But I think I just put Diek in Lot support range and took him out of Thany support range. Just kind of the opposite of what I wanted to do. But like I said, there's going to be some imperfect plays, but whatever. I mean, it's an Iron Man. The main goal is to stay alive here. I'm really trying to set this kill up for Lou, but Lance is just a little too strong. I leave him with the Javelin equipped to counter this guy over the wall in case Lot misses, but he doesn't, and then he gets a shit level. I'm like, I don't know. Are we going to use this guy or not? My inventory management as I continue to creep toward the boss here. All right, and yeah, we're just moving everybody in. I have Lot and Ellen, I'm sorry, Lou and Ellen building support on that turn, which I kind of didn't want. Again, just because there's a finite amount of support that you can build in every single chapter, so keeping your guys separated is actually important. And there we go, a speed level for Lance. Second one in 5 levels, which is not great. That's 40%. I guess he only has 50% growth, so what more can you ask from the guy? Once again, just creeping everybody in, and we're going to make this final advance on the boss / go get the treasure. I'm going to send a little squad of Lou and Chad to the bottom, and I think I think I have Lot or a Cavalier, I guess. Sponge the Knight and weaken him a little bit so Lou can get that kill. Yep. We are definitely not going for a low turn count, as you'll see throughout all these videos. Get Diek healed, have him pull the fighter. Right? Yeah. And I'm once again, like, okay with building this Diek Lot support. I really kind of wish I didn't and just went straight for the Thany. But I don't know, man. I had some reason to believe that maybe Lot wouldn't let me down. But, of course, he ends up doing so. He gets dropped from the team pretty early here. Quick kill for Lou. I'm still so intent on feeding this guy some experience, I think. Oh, no. Am I just... Oh, I go for the calves. Okay. Yeah, also those last 2 cav reinforcements, I think that's the final 2 of the chapter. This knight, I believe, never moves, but he will attack from 2 range. So I'm going to have Marcus go chip him down for Lou. Get some more EXP on Ellen. I basically blew through the entire heal staff this chapter. And I made a huge mistake there. It wouldn't have been fatal, but yeah, my Ellen getting attacked over the wall. That was not what I was looking for. Although I think I realized that I can set up another kill for Lou this way. No, I'm just like, fuck that shit. Alright, Silver Lance for the chip. Sucks to use 2 uses of it like that, but we end up getting the most mediocre Lou level of all time. Just setting my inventories up. Again, you don't have... or, not again, this is the first time I'm saying this. You don't have the preparation screen until Chapter 6 in this game. And I'm checking to see, yeah, he'll get me over the wall. Sneaky little bitch. Have Lance chip the Cavalier, and then I'm going to send... oh, I'm going to get the kill with Lance. Okay. And now I'm just mashing end turn for the sake of building support. My dumbass is still building this Lot DX support, which I really didn't want. Now I'm going to take the Halberd and bring it over to lot. So, okay, now I can actually make sense of what I'm doing here. So the reason I was giving lot levels is because if you get a strong, accurate lot, especially if he gains speed and won't get doubled with the halberd on, he can do a lot of work next chapter. You just have him swing the halberd on the Lance Cavaliers. I guess I'm actually... Oh, I'm bringing Ward up with the hammer for the Chapter 7 Marcus strat. Most regrettably, Chapter 7 is not recorded in this run, which is kind of a bummer because I feel like it's one of the most intense chapters. Back when I was in the early stages of doing this, again, I really had no idea that I was ever going to upload it. I was kind of doing it to show my best friend Tony, who was doing the same run at the same time as me, just what strats I was using, and he was actually physically at my house for both chapters 7 and 14, which is a shame, because those are two of the hypest chapters. I did manage to record the end of chapter 14, though, so you'll get to see still some drama that went down there. The scariest part of that chapter for me was at the beginning. I had a very early death, but unfortunately it wasn't captured on camera. That said, the whole rest of the game, minus chapters 1, 2, 7, and 14, I believe is all recorded. And yeah, we're just doing this boss abuse strat to lose some levels. I'm like, I probably don't need that many uses of fire before I can make it to the shop in chapter 4. So let's go ahead and use, like, I don't know, 24 of them maybe to get a couple levels and see how this Lu's going to turn out. I'm also kind of weighing whether I'm going to be using Lu or Lilina as my early mage promotion, or I guess second mage promotion. I'm also not sure what I'm going to do with Clarine, like if I want to promote one of the foot mages first or her. So, yeah, we're just going to see how this Lu turns out. Unfortunately, he does not get many great levels, which is super sad. But he does get a few from spamming fire against this boss. Another annoying thing is that if magic misses, it does cost a use, unlike even bows, but hand axes and javelins don't cost a use either, so I'm just over and over doing this rescue drop strat. Okay, a great second level for the Lu in every stat. And now he's gradually doing more and more damage to the boss. I believe he'll end up doubling the boss if he gets one more speed, maybe? Pretty sure I even give him the kill. Oh, I have some background noise in here. Let me mute that. I was on Discord with my buddies while I was playing, so the audio got picked up. Okay, and Slater is slowly dying here. And yeah, I mean, it's just more of the same until the end, but I know that if you're a Fire Emblem fan like me, you love seeing what kind of level ups the runner gets. And another pretty damn good level. Wow, Lu off to a great start. For some reason, I thought my Lu was bad in this run. Maybe he just didn't get speed as much as I had hoped. Then I decided, alright, I've used enough fire. Let's just finish this off at Diek. Lamau, he dodges twice. And I smoke him for a pretty mediocre level. Alright, and that's it. That is Chapter 3 of my Fire Emblem Hard Mode Iron Man complete.